Right, in this video, it's going to show you HomeKit integration. It's also going to show Home Assistant and how it can take devices that don't work directly with HomeKit and be able to integrate them into that platform. Insteon is one example that we're going to focus on, but in this case, I have an EISY. I have all sorts of devices. I have Sonos, I have Kamek, so camera, AI, all those things. I can actually pull all of that into HomeKit by having the integration into these other platforms. So let's go ahead and get started with that. The first thing I'm going to want to do is I've got to set up my Home Assistant and set up the software. There are videos that go through that. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but you're going to want to set it up and then you're going to go into settings. Go and click on devices and services. You will add a new integration. I'm just going to type in Apple. And I want to put in a HomeKit bridge. Now, these are all different categories that it's looking for of different sensors and cameras. Like what do I want to pull in with this bridge? So I'm just going to go with the default. I can add others if I want, buttons and binary. These are all just various categories. Many of them maybe don't apply. So let's go and hit submit. All right, it's gone ahead and set up the bridge. Now it wants you to put it into an area. This isn't really important what area you pick, but I'm going to just say family room. And then finish. There it is. One thing this has done now is it created a scan. And if I already have a home set up in HomeKit, I can go into the app, and when you're going in to add new devices, you hit the plus and then you hit add accessories. It actually will bring up a window that you could scan this code. Now, if you haven't set up your HomeKit Home yet and only have the app, that's where the next step is going to show you how it's actually pretty slick. As you set it up, it's going to find the bridge that we created automatically. So there's really two ways to do it. One is to go into the HomeKit. If you've already set up a home, click the plus, and then it'll have a camera window that's open and you're going to scan this code and you've added the HomeKit integration. It'll pull in all your devices. I'm going to show you the alternate method of going from having no HomeKit home set up and actually adding the home and having it find the hub automatically. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now I'm going to open the HomeKit app, and this is a brand new installation. I'm going to go up into the upper right hand corner and I want to add a home system, and I'm going to just change the name to My Home Test. Now I'm going to go up to the plus, and under add accessories, I will get a scan that I can use to actually scan that code that I showed you. I'm not going to actually scan it, but if you wait long enough, it'll also start showing systems that it found. And you can see that it found the home bridge from Home Assistant. Now I'm going to go through, I didn't click on it, but I'm going to go through now and show you by hitting the plus. And adding accessories. I'm going to go ahead and scan it this time, and you see it found the bridge. And at this point, since I set up a bridge in Home Assistant, and it's asking now just to create a location, but since I set up a bridge, that's what it found. And now it pulled all the devices in. At this point, it's going to give me the ability to put some micromanagement to sensors and different things that I have. I'm going to show you, what a couple of the screens look like, and then I'm just going to cancel out of it. I can go back and edit those later. But it's fairly straightforward to be able to go through and have it pull in everything automatically. Now, as I scroll through, you can see all the devices that it pulled in from Home Assistant. They're now all in my HomeKit installation. And it didn't take long at all. So the trick is really, once you get Home Assistant, whatever you add to that, you can you can easily scan it. Now, the other option is I can go and click on the plus, click on add accessory, and then there's more options. It'll also list abilities to add devices there as well. So different ways to add, but that is how to add HomeKit to Home Assistant.